Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Hello my friends, Ryu here. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite games from the 90s, Joe and Mac. This actually came out in 1991, but the arcade version of this was like Caveman Ninja. It was redone as Joe and Mac for the Super Nintendo. I think Mac has the blue hair and Joe is the green-haired one. There's a two-player co-op mode where Joe and Mac work together in this single player adventure. But anyway, this game is actually really great. Joe and Mac rescue the cave babes. This game is great. I loved this game. So the cave women get kidnapped and you need to save them. One player game, two-player game, two-player super game option. Today we're playing this on the Nintendo Switch SNES app actually. Let's see. I have a suspend point. Nice. But we'll just start a fresh game. So we're playing as Joe here. Alright. The overworld map is similar to what you'd see in Super Mario World. You can strike in different directions, which is kind of nice. Alright, we can throw bones. You have some weapon management in the game. The graphics are bright and colorful. I think the graphics are really good. This is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, pretty much of all time. I think 1 and 2 are on the Nintendo Switch app. This would be one of the games to own a Super Nintendo for. The animations and character designs are great. There's also bonus bosses in this game that were not in the arcade game. So that's good to know. But, there's a lot that goes on with this game, of course. And I'm glad I get to share it with you. Sorry, my cat got in the way briefly. It's our first boss. I could probably do a complete playthrough of this game later, but I enjoy sharing the games of my childhood with you guys. I feel a lot of games like this are much better than a lot of the games we see today. No microtransactions, no DLCs. It was definitely a simpler time. Alright, we rescued the cave babe. Great, you've done it. Oh yeah, we can re-enter the levels, which is nice. Start select, just like Mario World, lets us exit levels we've already cleared. I don't think this game has a saving feature. Well, of course it does now, because we can just do this. Save state for the win. Now, if you press select, you can use different weapons. Oh. Well, you can control yourself as an angel after you die, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, boomerangs. Yeah, we beat the plant monster. We've got bone, boomerang, and fire. Now, I think that's a bonus stage we unlock when we get a key. That's a checkpoint, I think. There's also variety in the stages here. Oh yeah, 1-up. I might die here. Oof. Yep. Ooh. Almost jumped over him that time. Yeah. Caveman games were sort of a thing back then. There was also Chuck Rock and a few other caveman related games. Ah. We missed the key. We got some 1-ups though. This is probably one of the silliest bosses I've ever faced. Yeah. Great, you've done it. This game is awesome. Definitely worth a try. This came out in 1992. Save the game. And if you have a Switch and you have the Nintendo Switch app for the SNES or Super Nintendo, SNES, we had quite a few names for it back then. This is a great game, worth trying, definitely worth your time, I'd say. I really enjoyed Joe and Mac, and it's been one of my all-time favorite games for a long time. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think you will too. That's all the time I have for today, my friends. This was Joe and Mac on the Super Nintendo from 1992. Thanks for listening, and have a great day, everyone.